Have you ever had one of those days? The alarm goes off. You hit snooze. Just a few more minutes. The sun peeks through the blinds. It's too bright. You feel tired already. You haven't even gotten out of bed. The day hasn't even started. Yet you're already behind. You're already exhausted. You just want to go back to sleep. That's how so many mornings begin. The day feels like a marathon. From the very first step, we're constantly running. We're rushing to work. We're picking up the kids. We're trying to cook dinner. We're answering emails late at night. There's always something else to do. It's easy to feel drained. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. We start to believe that this is just life. It's just how it is. We're always going to be tired. We're always going to be stressed. We're just too busy. But what if I told you that wasn't true? What if I told you there's a simple shift you can make? One tiny change. It's not about doing more. It's about thinking differently. It's about managing your most important asset. It's about your brain. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about unlocking your potential. It's about creating a life that feels good. A life where you feel in control. A life where you have energy. A life you can truly enjoy. I first learned about this a few years ago. I was at a low point. My job was demanding. My personal life felt chaotic. I was running on empty. My coffee consumption was off the charts. I thought I just needed to push through it, to be stronger, to have more willpower, but the more I pushed, the more I felt like I was breaking. Then I came across this idea. It was so simple. It was so powerful. It said, manage your brain, not your life. Think about your brain like a city, a bustling, vibrant city. It's full of buildings and roads. It has a beautiful park in the center. It has a busy downtown. Now imagine that city is in chaos. The roads are clogged. The power grid is struggling. The beautiful park is full of litter. Everything feels like it's falling apart. That's what it's like when we don't manage our brains. Our brains are a soft, delicate organ. They're like a piece of soft butter. They can be smooth and healthy, or they can be bumpy and shriveled. This happens when we don't care for them. It's not about being smart, it's about being healthy. The way we live changes our brains. The foods we eat, the thoughts we have, the people we're around, they all leave a mark. They all change the shape of that butter. The first step is to understand your brain. Not everyone's brain is the same. There are different types. There's the balanced brain. It's the Goldilocks brain. Not too hot, not too cold. It's stable, it's calm. Then there's the spontaneous brain. This is the creative one. It's full of ideas. It's a little scattered. It can get distracted easily. It loves new things. It gets bored with routines. Next, we have the persistent brain. This brain loves a good plan. It's a planner. It's focused. It sticks with a task. It can also get stuck in a loop. It can worry about the same thing over and over. Then there's the sensitive brain. This one feels everything deeply. It's empathetic, it's intuitive. It can also get overwhelmed by emotions. It takes things to heart. And finally, the cautious brain. This brain is always on high alert. It's a worrier. It's a problem solver. It's always looking for risks. It can also feel anxious a lot. Learning your brain type is the beginning. It's like finding the owner's manual. You can't fix a car if you don't know how it works. You can't fix your life if you don't understand your brain. Once you know your type, you can work with it. You can build habits that support it. You can find strategies that work for you. It's not about changing who you are. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So how do we start? There's a rule called the 4-4-4 rule. It's super simple and it's a game changer. The first 4 is for the 4 areas of your life. The biological area. This is your body, your sleep, your food, your exercise. The psychological area. This is your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs. The social area. This is your connection with others, your friends, your family, your community. And the spiritual area. This is your sense of purpose, your values. What gives your life meaning? We need to pay attention to all 4. Not just 1 or 2. If one area is out of whack, the others suffer. You can't feel good physically if your relationships are a mess. You can't have a clear mind if you never get enough sleep. You have to work on them all. It's about a holistic approach. It's about balance. The second four is for 4 essential nutrients. Think of them like fuel for your brain. We're not talking about anything crazy, just the basics. First, a good multivitamin. It's a safety net. It covers the gaps in our diet. Second, vitamin D. A lot of us are low on this. It's so important for mood and energy. Third, omega-3s. The good stuff in fish oil. They are so good for brain health. They are brain food. And fourth, probiotics. They help your gut. And your gut is connected to your brain, it's true. A healthy gut means a happier brain. The final 4 is for the 4 areas of the brain that control happiness. It's about understanding how your brain works. It's about knowing what makes it tick. When we understand this, we can make small changes. We can build habits that make us happier. It's about taking control of our own joy. It's about being proactive, not just waiting for things to happen. This is a great starting point. But there's another part of the puzzle. It's all about worry. It's the quiet enemy. It creeps into our lives. It takes over our thoughts. We worry about money. We worry about our kids. We worry about our jobs. The list goes on, and we are taught that worrying is a sign of caring. But it's not. It's a sign that we're overwhelmed. It's a sign that we're exhausted. I used to be a chronic worrier. I worried about everything. I worried about what people thought of me. I worried about what would happen next. I worried about things I couldn't control. I thought that by worrying, I was preparing myself for the worst, that I was being responsible. I was so wrong. All I was doing was draining my own energy. I was making myself tired, not physically, but mentally. Dale Carnegie wrote a whole book on this. He said that the real cause of mental fatigue isn't hard work. It's boredom. It's resentment. It's feeling like you're stuck in a rut. Think about it. When you're doing something you love, do you feel tired? When you're lost in a good book or working on a passion project, do you feel exhausted? No, you feel energized. You feel alive. The fatigue comes from doing things we don't want to do. It comes from the monotony. It comes from the constant pressure. We feel like we're just pushing a boulder up a hill. And it's exhausting. It's not the pushing that tires us out. It's the feeling of futility. It's the feeling of not getting anywhere. So, how do we fix this? How do we stop worrying and start living? We have to manage our fatigue. The Army has a great rule. They say to take a 10-minute break every hour. I know it sounds crazy. We're so busy. We don't have time for breaks, but they're not talking about a long break. Just 10 minutes, a quick walk, a few stretches, a cup of coffee, something to reset, something to break the monotony. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being smart. It's about refueling your mind. It's about preventing burnout. It's about building a sustainable life. It's about making your work feel more engaging. How can we do that? By finding ways to be creative, by trying to learn something new, by talking to a coworker you don't usually talk to, by playing a little game, by making the boring stuff a little more fun. I know what you're thinking. That sounds great, but I'm just too busy. I get it, I really do. I used to feel the same way. But here's the thing. When you manage your brain and your fatigue, you get more done. You're more focused. You're more efficient. You have more energy. You have more clarity. You have more joy. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about prioritizing your well-being. It's about making your life feel less like a marathon and more like a walk in the park. It's a journey. It's not a race. So take a deep breath, start small, try one of these things this week. Maybe you'll feel a difference. Maybe you'll finally get to enjoy that walk.